a month or every other month, different events. And they all said, yes, we would love it. So we started practicing every couple weeks. And first of all, let me give a big plug to our pianist. Our pianist is David Murray, and he's the music director at Corinth Baptist Church in Ellenboro. Phenomenal pianist. And matter of fact, he has a CD coming out in August for Christmas music. If you're interested in piano music, it's just beautiful. But anyway,
I told you.
Yeah,
I taught him everything he knows.
yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sure. Yeah, he is phenomenal.
He is really good.
Yes, but anyway, we got together. Now we're traveling. We travel around. Like I say, we sort of span different counties, but you know what I have discovered and learned about this choir is that they're very dedicated, and every now and then I stop and I say, you know, wonder why no matter where we go, no matter how big the church is, we always fill the choir loft.
You do.
You know, and we have 75 to 80 members, but the good thing about the choir is that because we have so many members, we might have 40 to show up for an event, we may have 30 to show up for an event, but I know that we're going to have enough. It's amazing, and the only thing I can do is just give God the glory, because it's certainly not any one person that's doing this. It's evident that it's all God, so it's great.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah, just and that is, and you started about 2005.
Yes,
you
I
said,
did.
and
sure did.
you constantly bringing in new choir members.
Oh, absolutely. We have people to ask us all the time, you know, how do I audition for this choir? Well, we sort of giggle because we don't audition anybody. If you love the Lord and you have it in your heart to sing, come on, we're going to sing. And God puts it together and it makes it sound good. That's all we need.
So there's no limit to where the numbers could go on the size of the choir.
No. You can't put limits on God, can you, Junior?
Absolutely not.
And Junior, tell us a little bit about your experience with being part of the choir.
Well, I just Carmen got hold of me.
I hunted him down.
One day ran into her. I'd stopped to get a bite to eat, and she happened to be in there, and so she asked me if I'd told me about it. First of all, I didn't know anything about it then, but she asked me if I'd come and play with it. I said, well, and she said, you'll know all the songs. I hadn't played very much in years, but anyway, went on up and joined them and been there ever since.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it. Loved to play. Always loved to play. But I just got out of it for a while and didn't know really how things would go if I got back into it. But I love it.
Yeah.
Well, he's a wonderful guitarist, I might add.
He's fantastic. It's just added such richness to the sound. We again, like I said, we have David Murray on the piano. We have Richard Allen on the acoustic guitar. He's a member of Glenwood Baptist Church, and he does a really wonderful job on the acoustic. And then we have Junior here on the electric guitar, and the sound is just really great. We don't use any canned music, which we've been very fortunate. I'm not against it, but it's just nice to have that live sound. And all the rhythms of Southern gospel music, it's just so rich anyway. So
when your choir goes out to perform at a venue, how long a show do you do? About how many songs? And how do you put it all together?
Okay. Well, first of all, we try to pray about any event that we accept. We don't travel on Sundays and Wednesdays, but that doesn't seem to stop the invitations, so that's great. We usually sing anywhere from, we do a 30-minute set to a 45-minute set, depending on what the individual requesting it needs. At revivals, we normally start about 6:45 and we sort of sing them in because services usually start at 7. We may take a little break for welcome announcements or whatever. We'll kick back in for another 15 minutes or so, whatever they ask us to do.
And I'm just anxious. I'm just imagining rather the choir, the size of the choir. Do you wear choir robes? Do you wear matching
that's a great
outfits?
question.
Yeah, I just like to. I'm just trying to picture it in my mind.
No, we don't do choir robes. We just hadn't really thought about it, but depending on where we're going and what we're doing, we sang at Billy Graham Library. We do a Christmas set there every year, so we try to, of course, dress festive for that. It's not any one thing, but we have done several events where we do black and white. Any combination of whatever, and it looks really good that way. But most of the time, they always say, Carmen, you know what are we supposed to wear? What are we supposed to wear? The men don't care, the ladies are they really care. And most of the time it's wear whatever you feel like is Sunday dress is usually what we do.
Now this will be being invited one time to Billy Graham is phenomenal. That would blow me away. But this will be your third time being invited to go.
Yes,
that speaks for itself.
Yeah. Actually, when we went last Christmas, and just being at Billy Graham Library is it's just such an experience. And the Monday that we got back, I got a call, and they wanted to book us for 2013. So this has been booked the longest. It's been booked a year. So we're excited about that. They said they had a lot of positive comments, and people enjoyed the choir. So we charter a bus. Like I said, we have a lot of senior citizens in my choir, but we're all ages. But chartering a bus and going down to Billy Graham we have so much fun just doing that. We enjoy each other.
I was going to say, I imagine you made new friends, and
absolutely.
probably a new circle of friends you get together.
We do.
Other than the singing events, you may get together. Some of you and go places and do things.
We do, Milton, and we like if we have a singing at a nursing home. We're going to be in a nursing home in a few weeks in August, and we've already booked a room at a restaurant for afterwards, so we can fellowship. And we had our oldest member is 84, and her name is Susie Hennessy, and she wanted to have us all over to her house for a social, and we went up there and had a great time. And like I said, we're like family, and we're always welcoming new family members to come on in because we really have a good time.
Do you have soloists to perform, or is it always?
And that also is a good question, and no, we don't.
Yeah.
We're a united choir. And, as a music director for many years, it's just been my experience that when you start selecting individuals to do this, I have so many great voices in my choir. I don't think I could pick out somebody to do that. And I think that's one of the things that makes the choir so connected, that we all sing together. Now, I may have the ladies sing one verse and the men sing one verse, but no, we don't do soloists.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, coming up Saturday, July the 20th, there'll be a benefit. I don't know that Milton knows this, but there was a young lady, Ashley Williams, 13 years old, who was accidentally shot. And she has really been through it, and she's home now. Multiple surgeries, a monumental hospital bill, and you're going to do a benefit for her.
Right. There were some individuals that asked if the choir would be willing to sing at an event, a fundraising event for this family. And what we're going to do is Saturday night, the singing starts at 6, and it's at Glenwood Baptist Church on Bostic Sunshine Highway. And Southern Sounds Quartet will sing, I think, first. I'm not sure the entire lineup, but there will also be a group called Simple Faith. Byron Cole will be doing some soloist music, and then the choir will sing. They're going to be selling baked goods and that sort of thing, just trying to offset some of those medical expenses that family has incurred. I can't even imagine.
Oh, goodness. And then you mentioned White Oak Manor in Rutherfordton. Me and my husband, we've adopted a man up there. He's 84, and so he calls me Mom.
Oh.
So I'll tell you his name later, so be sure and speak to him for us.
Okay.
But you just got a complete agenda here of where you're going to be. Grays Creek Baptist Church in October. Autumn in the Foothills Gospel Singing coming up in Friday and Saturday in October. And the town of Cliffside, near me, was singing around 11:45 a.m. on October the 12th. So you just, Miss Carmen, are full. And not only that, you are the Associate Dean of Undergraduate Admissions at Gardner-Webb.
Undergraduate advising. Yes, I am. Been at Gardner-Webb about 21 years. Sort of grew up there. I'm a Gardner-Webb girl.
So in between Gardner-Webbing, you choir leading.
I do. You know, everybody needs an outlet, don't they, Junior?
Yes.
And I don't think of it as work. Music is just such a release, and it's very therapeutic. So I'm so humbled to be in this position. I don't know why God chose me. I ask myself that often, but I am very blessed, no doubt. What about you, Junior?
Yeah, I've always been very blessed. Didn't realize it a lot of time.
Yeah, that story's sort of funny. I tried to find Junior, and I would call, and I don't know if he just didn't recognize the number or what, or maybe I had the old number or something, and I kept telling my dad, you know, God has laid Junior straight on my heart. I have got to find him. And Dad said, well, Carmen, I don't think he plays much anymore. And I said, well, he's going to as soon as I find him. And the next day, I just ran into him and walked up to him and said, I have been looking for you. And so I was just real excited. And
a prayer was answered.
Yeah, it sure was. It sure was.
Well, I tell you what, every Sunday he plays behind a wonderful pianist.
Oh, really?
He
oh,
does.
Really?
He does.
Well, you have any idea who she is? He or she?
Me.
Oh, okay.
But he sets me straight, you know, because when I'm not sure about a chord, he'll tell me, and he's, like I said, he's one of the best. And years ago, he played on the Arthur Smith Show. Do you remember the name of your group?
The country lyrics was first, and that's the one you're talking about. They had Laredo. Then when I got back in church, we had the group called Destination Heaven. And so
very good group.
It's been playing a long time.
Oh,
yeah,
that's very good.
Then I started learning when I was probably 8 or 9 year old. Had some uncles that kind of taught me a little bit, and kind of went on from there. Played for several years. Went into service and played a little in there. Didn't do a whole lot in there because where I was at, you didn't have any groups. You just did your individual things. So, but anyway, I got back out and had the group, and we played with some of the Nashville stars and so on. Then went on and had the group we played for about 12 years. I stayed out of it for about 7 years, and that's where I made a mistake. But if you play guitar, you play any instrument, don't quit. Don't lay it down, because you lose a lot of it. And I have, and it won't come back. But anyway,
I'd never know that.
I'd never either. He makes me sound good.
Yeah.
But anyway, when we started the gospel group back, had myself and 2 of my uncles that I'd played with some time back, and all of us got back in church. Got saved. Well, had one uncle that got saved and got in church, and we had the gospel group, and sang for about 6 years, and then health problems began to take over, and so I quit again, except what I did at church, and then Carmen found me, so that's where we're at now.
Well,
so
Carmen,
God sent me to you, Junior.
Absolutely, it was a God thing.
Yeah, it was a God thing.
So if anyone is interested here in Gaston or Lincoln or all the counties we were affiliated with that would like to have the Foothills Choir come to their church, how can they get in touch with you?
You can call me. Of course, I work at Gardner-Webb, but my cell number is 704-472-0913.
Okay. And I tell you what, you will not be disappointed, I assure you.
Well, we have a lot of dedicated choir members. It's just awesome how God just makes everything come together, isn't it, Junior? Just
It is.
just awesome.
Okay.
A heavenly choir on earth.
Yeah.
So,
Our theme song is God's Choir. We sing it every year, have been singing it since 2005. We open with that at every event, and that's how we feel we're God's Choir.
yeah, that's great. That is great.
Do you have any? Have you put together any type of CD or anything like
Well,
that?
we've talked about it a lot. We're actually getting a little bit more serious about it, but haven't done one yet. No.
Okay. All right. Maybe
We were on Channel 16. Was it last year? Yeah.
Last year.
Last year, and they made a little CD of the choir. We had probably, 50 or 60 to show for that event. Chartered a couple buses and went down and sang on the radio, on the TV station there, and they had this tiny little space, but we just packed in there and sang, had a good time, and they made a CD, but we don't give that out or anything. We just sort of enjoy it with ourselves, but we will.
Yeah.
We'll make one.
All right.
Well, I remember planting a bug in your ear, so I hope that you will make a CD.
Yes, we will.
All right. Well, it's been wonderful having you folks with us today.
Thank you,
Anything
Milton.
else?
Anything else you want to add?
No, just that if you're interested in singing, if anyone is out there listening and is interested in singing with the Foothills Choir, we practice in Ellenboro at Corinth Baptist Church every couple of weeks. That way you can sort of judge. It's off of Business Highway 74. If you want to judge about the distance or whatever. We do have some members that have a longer drive, so we'll provide them with a practice CD so they don't have to come in quite so much. So, if God wants you to be there, He'll make a way.
Absolutely.
Junior and I, and on behalf of the Foothills Choir, we really appreciate you having us today. Milton and Sandy, thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Well,
Really good to have you.
Very good. Thank you for coming in today. And folks, thank you. Hope you've enjoyed the program today. And Sandy, that'll wrap it up for this week's Community Profile programs. Heard Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday here on Big O Country and KTCBroadcasting.com. And now, as far as next week goes, we'll update you on that schedule come Monday morning, and we'll have some great guests lined up for you.
We sure will.
As always, anytime if you have a person or topic of interest for the program you think would make a good program, just let Miss Sandy know there, and we will we'll get right on it. Okay.
We sure will.
All right. Thank you so much for listening in today. You're listening to WLON, WOHS, and WCSL, and listening and watching KTCBroadcasting.com. See you next time.
Bye, everybody.